audience, they were so enthusiastic that they did applause. But I made a lot of curtains, I don't know, perhaps 20 or so. They continue to applause. And they put down the Iron Curtain. And I went to my dressing room, I began to, and then the technician, the stage manager, came to me in the dressing room and said, Mr. Dimitri, you have to come again to take the applause.
Yeah, for the encore.
And then the Iron Curtain has a little door.
Yeah.
You can open the little door, and they came out. The audience were still there. 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I took from the childhood until today. I'm 76. Really, when I can see people happy, I am happy. This makes me. I enjoy that very much.
Who is the greatest clown that has ever lived, do you think?
For me, it's Gronk. He's a Swiss.
Really? Okay.
But not because he's Swiss. He always worked with a partner. Very elegant. He made the contrast of his silliness. But for me, he's my idol, my master.
First, when I look into these hands, I just get a picture of a train. I just saw not too long ago a movie where the train captain driver was jumped out of his locomotive and to change the how you say that in train? To change the Gleiswechsel.
Oh, right, to change tracks on the train.
Change the track. Yeah. But then he didn't get back on the train, and the train continue, and there was 2 huge trains, and the train becomes always faster and faster, and it was a train who has a lot of exploding material behind with 20 wagons, and yeah, it get always fast and nobody could stop the train. This is just an unstoppable hand you made for working this lifetime. Happy work, happy life, unhappy work, unhappy life. This so simple in one way is your life. I see beside in your hand a big Mars and also a Mars star. Mars is the resource for ourselves to go to our masculine energy, so all young energy going forward.
I can be very angry sometimes, but more when really I see it. I see aggressivity or something really bad, I can be quite not.
He feels like having to be strong from the pyramid line and shows himself as unbeatable, strong Mars, not allowing his sensual weaker part to show. Lots of dots and boxes in his Venus, especially in his right hand.
Having kind of action, getting to the limits, this is what Mars likes.
Yeah, that you go past the boundaries with people.
Yeah, unfortunately I go every day.
When I go into the fingerprints, in the soul level, I see a symbol. We call this is the thread here, and there we see a basic energy, and we call this the School of Peace. So School of Peace has the energy of Mr. Sticks and Plates, we call that. They have a tendency to make more too much as too little. So let's take now one plate more on the stick, and then one more, and then you juggle your life around with many sticks. And of course you can't leave the sticks because the plate's gonna fall down. So a worker bee with a Mr. Sticks and Plates who has this energy inside you of feeling there is never enough, I need to catch the train but I'm behind. So it's a feeling to be constantly behind as a worker bee with Mars energy of willfulness. So you see how I have to take breath when I look into your hands. So in one way I think in your life that all this energy capture you and you just needed to do something, because just sitting around and doing nothing, this energy inside would make you nuts. So I just needed to jump out and do something, because otherwise this energy inside of me would make me crazy. This huge thumb up here, so the thumb as well shows me your willfulness. So my will needs to happen. The lower side here on Jupiter is also big. This is my I want, this is my willful, I want what I want, and I want it now.
He needs to believe he is in control. The top portion of the thumbs are very full, expressing his strong will. And in the right hand, he has a whirl, which intensifies the energy. The thumb is the I am. I see whirls as holding or containing energy. This is the area of the self that wants to shine, or the energy is intensified where you find one. People with whirls are here to connect with their power, and they don't easily take someone else telling them what to do. Hence, he needs to be in control. He expects a lot out of himself, and will often do what he thinks he should do, rather than what he really wants to do, which pulls him into duty.
Will never be perfect, but I try every day to be perfect. There is missing a lamp. There is a kaput, a kaput lamp. I can't perform when this lamp is kaput.
You accomplished a lot, because I see also your life purpose is the main to have success, to be self-employed, to own something for yourself. So in one way your life purpose is building something in a way with something what you like, being as well a public person. This is Apollo, living your individuality and doing something what you like and making money with that what you like.
What is the number of shows that you're doing a year?
The number?
Of shows, yeah, performances.
Well, in the past I did until 200 per year, but now I make about 80 or until 100. So many of the tricks you saw yesterday, I did them already 50 years ago. But naturally I developed them, I perfect them, but also many tricks I had to cancel because I don't do somersault anymore because I was a quite good acrobat in the past.
Yeah.
Actually, my dream, I always had this dream to be able one day to get on stage and do nothing. Just nothing, and people would laugh.
And then I see something where I, after maybe reading close 15,000 hands, I never saw upper Mercury like this. This is Mercury, the little pinky, and it's completely turned away from the thumb. Wow! How you do that? So it actually expresses, we say in the palmistry, the storyteller. They exaggerate what they see. So when it's just, they can, how we call it, they make a little thing, a mountain hill, how we call the...
Make a little mountain out of a molehill.
Make a mountain out of a molehill.
Right.
Yeah. So we call this exaggeration of the story, what really happens. So doesn't matter what happens, but everything what is little, you can make extremely big. So this could make you an extremely good, storyteller.
When I look at the top of this person's left Mercury, almost falling off his finger, it makes me think of false pictures. The right Mercury finger being straight and strong, being clever and sharp, knowing how to distract, delude, say and do the right thing at the very precious moment. He is fascinating and deluding people. As upper Mercury is bending, maybe in sewing up bodies in a wooden box in front of people's eyes, like a magician.
Entertain people in a good way. And in the bad way, you say always, it's always good, 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 and blah, 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 it's good, 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 but it's not really like this. So this would be the shadow side. How we can connect with that, with your real part inside you. You're just trapped in your own world, and you exaggerate there, and there is difficulty for other people to connect with you in this crazy world where you are and where you could do good or do less good with that. And in the bad way, you say always, it's always good, 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 and blah, 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 it's good, 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 but it's not really like this. So this would be the shadow side.
He has a creative flair, and that shows by having two whorls on both the right and left hand of his Apollo finger. That area I see as the area Apollo as we recreate ourselves. That could be art, music, our children, our environment. But as we recreate that part of ourselves, this is where he can shine. This is where he has more to give. He has them both inwardly and outwardly. It's the only pattern that actually really matches. So this is where he has a strong influence. And whatever he does, he's going to do it with somewhat of a flair because he has this creative essence about himself. His daydreams and visions are strong. He thinks out of the box. I see this by the left headline dipping down to the moon area, bringing him visions and dreams, having a wonderful imagination. And he also has a composite loop on his Mercury finger in the left hand, coming from the inner resources. I see the composite loop as being somewhat eccentric.
I do also paint a little bit. My father was a sculptor and painter. Yes. So I like this world of the creativity and from the...
And also they have humanitarian qualities or traits. I see these people a little ahead of their time, ahead of their generations. They're here to transform energies in some way, and that's how I see that he can have the humanitarian and eccentric nature.
Open, social for others, connected, but still let me alone when I want to be alone. But I see in the left hand there is a kind of caring, loving, nurturing part that is growing himself, that he cares and shares a little bit of his inside.
The parents come. You have seen yesterday, there were quite a lot of
Sure.
children, but
Yeah.
family were there. The
Yeah.
father, the mother, the uncle, the grandfather, everybody was there. And this I like. This makes the good atmosphere in the audience when it is mixed.
Yeah.
I like that.
His decisions are taken up in his strong intuition, very strong Mercury line, and not upon thinking about it long. Because things are clear for him, because he knows. He doesn't know with his mind, but he knows. And what he does is somehow healing and fascinating.
I need the stage.
Yeah.
I need the atmosphere, the intimity. I need that. My world. Also wire walker I was, but I had to cancel that and do other things. So I do now the spiritual somersault.
I see a very long Mercury line. This is about self-consideration, understanding myself from the inside out, and not try to understand the life from the outside out. So there is a need of mirroring yourself, and when also look in the life purpose, there is a part of you that would like actually to spend also time with passivity, with just reflecting and just be.
Let's say I come 4 hours before my show begins. Let's say the show begins at 8, I come at 4 o'clock in the theater, my assistant makes the light and all the setting of the stage, and I practice then and prepare myself, and then I have to make the makeup, and then comes the show, and then comes the take off the makeup, and then go eat. Then when I begin to put up my makeup, this is like it's a meditation, but not like it's so much spiritual. It's very concrete, but still I make up. Okay, yesterday this was not so good. I want to make it better tonight.
Introspectief.
Okay, and don't forget that. And hopefully all this is good. Yeah. Okay, please help me. All the good spirits around me help me, and then I go in my character, in my clown character. And this character is me, but still I have to give the best from me. Mm-hmm.
He has always wanted to be an independent thinker, and inwardly reaches a depth in his mind that makes him somewhat of an abstract thinker. His daydreams and visions are strong. He thinks out of the box. At times he appears distant and somewhat stoic. He has learned to hold and contain his true feelings. Since he doesn't easily express his own feelings, he gives others a space to share theirs, making him a good listener and a healing presence to be around. He can be colorful in his expression. He has a variant of a peacock loop in his right index Jupiter finger, but it's easier for him to express himself through his good sense of humor loop in the left hand, rather than his true feelings, which is the arch pattern on his left inward index Jupiter finger.
My life is very close to my profession. Let's say I am on stage the same man like I am in the daily life, and vice versa. Naturally on the stage I have to concentrate in the 2 hours what I want to tell.
Yeah.
But and for this reason, I have never this problem. Everything I do, also in the daily life, if I do a good thing, if I am friendly to the people, that helps me in my profession. When I am ugly and aggressive with the people, I can't be a good clown in the evening. It's impossible.
Work for him is not only from 7 to 5, but is totally included in his life. His work life is visionary, independently successful, with a spiritual touch, the peacock in the moon, and he seems to be leading in his field, which is also part of his purpose. He's a giving, nurturing person. But showing up on stage is so much easier for him than showing his emotions and his trust in other people.
Like the movie I didn't saw the movie, but I know a little bit the story. So Schindler's List, that you could in a way lie to other people and tell just bullshit, a bad story, to actually save a lot of people. And so this is a way that you could use it in a positive way, exaggerating and playing a role and telling them stories for a big purpose, for maybe saving other people.
He could as well be selling snake oil to people, but he wants to play fair. He doesn't want to cheat without people to know that what he does is fake. He's fascinating people and they know what he does is not so, but still they want to see, they want to buy it, because it is marveling, astonishing them. It performs a magic glow in their eyes and a sparkle in their hearts, and that's what they want, and in the end that's what he wants.
The fool of the king. He could say all the truth to the king, but it had to be funny. They forgive me many things because I am a clown, you know. They say, oh yes, okay, you are a little bit in the clouds with your mind, and so they forgive me many things. We have many of refugees in Switzerland.
Okay.
They come, the poor guys, they come from a country, there is war and they will be tortured in their country, and we should accept them and help them.
Yeah.
And very often they send them away, all these parties from the right side, they don't want them.
Yeah.
And they say to me, okay, I am an artist, people likes me, if I can help, only with my name, a little subscriber action, help the refugees, or be against the nuclear central, or etc., etc., etc. To do at least something, a little bit something.
Okay, for the world.
For the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the end, you look back and you see all the things that you achieve in your life, and the question comes then maybe up, how much closeness do I get in this lifetime? So this is a big question for me. It's one of the most important question for yourself is, during your life, did you connect with your heart when you did all these projects, and did you in a way take care enough for yourself? It's also about self taking care for yourself, taking yourself important enough, and this hence doesn't look so much that I take care for myself.
Or he uses his fingerprint purpose and his talents of being a successful creative artist and his strong Mercury and Apollo fingers, very strong Mercury line and the peacock in the moon, to perform as a clown or a comedian, being funny and trying to distract from his spiritual, vulnerable inner world.
around 29:30 and then 35:36, he went through times of assessment, and then 40 brought him new levels of productive expression. Afterwards, travel or teaching allowed others to know his gifts better.
What is the greatest thing someone has done for you? Gift-wise or service that someone has done for you?
For me,
Yeah.
well, talking about Marceau, he was the greatest mime from the last century. I mean, he really worldwide known and a big master and a good, sensitive, psychological man. And he helps me a lot, really. He was the one who encouraged me really to become a clown, but let's say when such a master, I have been also in his company. I was his student and then I was in his company. And when such a man says to you, listen, Dimitri, you could be quite good mime, but you would be a great clown. To me,
It's a big shot. Yeah.
this is when you are 22.
Yeah.
This was great.